You Will Know Our Names and You Will Recall Our Names are some of the best songs in Xenoblade's great, masterful OST. Each time the song plays in their respective games is just immediate power boost, whether it's in a story cutscene or me fighting just the big funny haha monkey. This is just amazing, the feeling. Now, in a discussion of there being two things, it's obviously going to get brought up of which one's better. And, well, if you know literally anything about me, and you literally just take one look at my channel, take one look at my PFP at the moment in time, then it's pretty obvious which one's my favorite. And if you can't tell, then it's You Will Recall Our Names. Now, I will give my reasoning. I'm not going to just end the video off here and say, this one's better. If you disagree, you're wrong. Plus you're cringe, plus L, plus ratio, plus you fell off. One of the big factors that gives You Will Recall Our Names the edge in this case is the fact that it plays in a story cutscene first compared to You Will Know Our Names. Now, I will acknowledge that first time hearing You Will Know Our Names is a fever dream. But you're just walking up to like some level 10 bunnet and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fight this thing. We're gonna beat it. And then just hearing this epic boss music and you're like, oh my god, what is going on? And then the bunnet turns around and just somehow kills you. That's still a funny feeling, and it tells you that like this is gonna be a funny game and good game off of that, just off that interaction. But You Will Recall Our Names and just Xenoblade 2 does this a lot better. Imagine, let's just paint a scenario real quick. Imagine you played Xenoblade 1 first, and you get to a unique monster, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fight this. And you're like, oh, we can't wait to hear the unique monster theme. And it plays Those Who Stand Against Our Path. Now, it's a good song, but I still wouldn't put it above You Will Know Our Names. And depending on the day, I probably would still put it below An Obstacle in Our Path. But that's getting off track. You're probably thinking, oh, this is the unique monster theme? Well, that kind of not as good as You Will Know Our Names. And then you get to Chapter 3, one of Xenoblade 2's best moments, which is just the entire game, I'm sorry. Just saying a best moment from that game is just playing the entire game. The entire game is the best moment. Same with Xenoblade 1, but you know, I'm getting more off topic. And then getting introduced to Mythra's first fight, or first boss fight, I should say. This ain't no standard fight. And just hearing this amazing piece of music, and that's You Will Recall Our Names. Now, obviously, you can have a song that's really good, and that plays, you know, like a standard fight, and then a song that's really bad, but then first plays in a cutscene. And sure, that's true. That whole little thing is not going to give it the advantage. But I still put You Will Recall Our Names above it. That just is one factor that gives it the edge. The song itself, like even if we factor in, if the both songs played at the exact same time, still in a story cutscene, or they both played in just unique monster themes, I would still give You Will Recall Our Names the edge. Everybody loves You Will Know Our Names, like the hype part. Everybody knows the best part of the song, like the, and then you just have Peak Fiction, the song, just it's so good. Like, I'm not gonna discredit it. You Will Know Our Names is still a great song. It's amazing. And then you go to You Will Recall Our Names, and it still has that hype part of the song. And you're like, oh, this is great. But then it kind of ends, and you're like, oh, I'm still gonna give You Will Know Our Names, like, that hype part wasn't as good as, like, You Will Know Our Names. Like, Recall Our Names still a good song, like, the whole opening's great, and that hype part was still good. But You Will Know Our Names, man, it's, like, iconic. That hype part is so good. And then You Will Recall Our Names just comes up to you, slaps you in the face, and says, bitch, we ain't f***ing done yet. That part right there just, it subverts like expectations. It only really applies to people that played Xenoblade 1 first and 2, and since I played Xenoblade 2 first, it doesn't really apply to me. But I feel like just looking at the songs, obviously You Want Our Name still came out first, and I am gonna use the Definitive Edition rendition. Technically that song came afterward, but it's still You Will Know Our Names, like the original, which I should say this out, Definitive Edition's version is better than the original, I'm sorry. Now, for if there's any, music people that are watching this video, and they're just bashing their face into their screen, saying, why is he saying hype part? Why is he not saying the notes that this to play? I'm sorry, I don't know music like theory and all that stuff. My whole music experience was me playing the violin in 3rd grade, and then me playing the recorder in 4th grade. And yeah, that's my music experience. So I'm sorry. I'm just telling you what my ears and brain think. That's good. That's really good. I like this. It may be just my Xenoblade 2 brain rot showing here, but I'm always gonna pick You Will Call Our Names over You Will Know Our Names. But still, let me hammer this home still. That does not mean You Will Know Our Names is a bad song. No. That song is still amazing. Just Recall Our Names gets the edge based on it playing a story sequence and kind of subverting expectations, which kinda is fitting for the game, because most people just judge it off its cover alone and never give the game a shot, which they really should. Xenoblade 2 is just such a good game, man. And especially the music. Just this franchise is so good, man. Please play the games and listen to its music. And I can't wait to hear Xenoblade 3's rendition of this amazing song.